What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Joining me tonight on the show, my brother Crew Kev at the Guam Muy Thai gym. Thanks for coming on the show. COVID really hit small business owners hard. And before the pandemic, what was the gym flow like as far as classes and training sessions?
Man, before COVID, we were doing pretty good. We have a lot of regulars. We have a lot of people that just drop in and train, and it was good. It was good. It was good. It was good energy. We had a lot of people. We're a Muay Thai gym first and foremost, so majority of our classes are Muay Thai classes, but we also offer conditioning with Coach Melker Antolin. It's called Fight Fit. We have a boxing coach, John Edwards. We have Bella Jones. She does a conditioning class. And then we have a yoga class with Jelena Santos. So, our class, and with the Muay Thai, it's also adults and kids. So, we got a big range of people that come in here.
You reinvested in the community with gym upgrades, equipment, and just stuff to get, the members and get them into the flow of things.
We're a small business, right? So it's just myself and my wife that own this. So, we do invest. We invested pads. We upgraded the ring, heavy bags, and we do it little at a time when we can. But yeah, definitely before the pandemic, we were already starting to just upgrade things, make the experience better for our members. And so when the pandemic hit, that was actually a time when we actually did a lot of the actual upgrading and renovating, you could say.
And when the first lockdown went into effect, things got shut down. How were you able to stay in contact with your gym members? And did you offer them some of the equipment to take home and so they can use and stay active during the lockdown?
I saw a lot of the other gyms doing like online Zoom classes and stuff like that. And for us, I didn't really go that route, offering online classes, but I did have a few members just hit me up personally asking to borrow gear, pads, and we would lend some stuff out. I even had some of the parents contact me, just, letting me know that their kids were just getting restless and stuff. So I even sent some home videos direct, just to the people, just to those parents. So like giving the kids a little workout. Yeah, so there were a couple students who were like, man, coach, what can I do? And I gave them a little regimen, so something they could do at home. But yeah, we didn't do the whole online thing. It was just more personal. It was just kind of reaching out to people individually.
The gym has put out a lot of fighters. Have those fighters from the gym been itching to get back and contacting you to say, can we get some work in?
The Jones brothers, Trev and Ty, Alex Castro, we get a couple of the boys. A lot of these dudes are dudes who've been who I've been a part of the team since day one, coming back home to Guam. So aside from training, we're all friends anyways. But yeah, man, I make time to work with them. And then with the fighters, my passion really though is building up these amateurs, these youngins, these dudes who come in raw, they have no fight experience, and building them up, whether they continue to train and compete, or if it just improves their life, gives them self-confidence, puffs their chest out just a little bit, but still humble. So that's what I love to do, man. I love seeing that change in these kids and these young dudes, man.
Well, Trev, big UFC debut win. You've been with him since his throughout his journey. And how fulfilling was that for you to see him get that first win in the UFC, something he's been grinding for and putting in that work for?
So with Trev, bro, he's always been hungry. He's a hungry dude, and he's an athlete. So like, even before this big fight, he knew he was gonna be in the UFC. He just knew it, and just watching that fight, and even before he left, we were training. I had him here. He was here. He was training with, because he trains with us. He trains with Vida. He was training right, but that week before he left, it got pretty crazy, with COVID, and I couldn't really work with him like that last week. And he took that fight on short notice. You know what I'm saying? And man, yeah, it was good, man. It was good to see him reach that goal, man. Because he worked hard for it. He's still working hard. The dude works hard, bro.
For you, it's more than just a gym. Um, it's culture and somewhat spiritual when you talk about Muay Thai.
I always tell people when they ask what is Muay Thai, and Muay Thai is Thai boxing, but it's just deeper than that. It's part of the Thai people's culture, and I mean their culture is in the name of the sport, right? Muay Thai. So the way I was taught by a tradition by a my teacher was from Thailand, and he relocated to the U.S. And man, there's so many traditions and aspects that are fused into the sport. To me, if you don't give respect to those things, then you're not really doing Muay Thai. And as for the spiritual aspect, just like any martial art, any true martial art, there is a spiritual aspect to it. It's not just about the violence. It's not just about the fighting. It's part of it is improving yourself as a person. You know what I mean? Being a good person. Just because it's. I tell these young kids, when you learn how to fight, as you learn how to fight, you start to realize that you don't need to fight. You know what I'm saying? It's a little more of that self-confidence that, you don't need to prove yourself. You prove yourself every day in the gym or the dojo or the wherever you're training at. You know what I mean? So yeah, I try to uphold the traditions and the culture of the sport. As far as religion, I don't preach religion to the students. Spirituality to me is different. You can be spiritual, but you don't have to be super religious. You don't have to follow one religion, but you can be spiritual in a sense where, you can be mindful. You can be mindful of your actions. You can respect other people. Have respect for yourself. Take care of yourself. Then you can help others. I live it. So, if they ask me questions, I just try to share how I live, my ideals and stuff like that.